Welcome, family, fans, and family. Welcome back to Image TV. I am King Image, and this is podcast King Image Spits Knowledge and Wisdom. Now, I'm gonna bust your head upside the head with some of the greatest things in the world. So this is part 2 of the third eye chakra. Last time we talked about the colors and what it represents, the third eye chakra, and the color is indigo. We talked about the element and what element it controls the light of the third eye chakra, and it's light. And we talked about the organs that are associated with the third eye chakra, which is the nose, the ears, the pineal and pituitary glands that's located in the center of your forehead. Also, we talked about what's it associated with, emotions that are associated with the third eye, about spiritual awareness, self-awareness, creativity, your imaginative state. So this is where you can become, this is where you can start building the new you in the future. You know what I'm saying? And we talked about how to activate the chakra, and we talked about how when it's activated, what it goes on when it's activated. Now we're going to get into how to balance your third eye chakra, because it's very important to balance your third eye chakra because you're dealing with the spiritual realms. This is the element of light. So when you balancing or meditating on the third eye chakra, you're going to be thinking of light, all light forms and all light sources. And when you balance your third eye chakra, you're going to get enhanced self-awareness. You're going to get enhanced spiritual awareness, and you're going to, without judgment, and you're going to be able to look at your emotions and look at yourself with wholeness and honesty, so you can be able to create the you that you want to create. This is where your imagination station is created, so you can be able to imagine into your future. Because if you can't imagine the things that you want to do in your future, how you going to do the things in your present to lead you to your future? You're going to be stuck in your past, thinking about your past things, and that's going to become your future. So let's focus, because your third eye is basically mental focus. Your mental focus. So we talked about the throat chakra, and your throat chakra is for your speech. It's you speak your future and you think you past. So what we do in the present is we got to focus and become who we want to become. Who do you want to become? Ask yourself that question. Who do you want to become in your future? Who do you see yourself as in your future 5 years down the road? What do you see yourself doing? Who do you see yourself becoming? This is all working in your third eye chakra. People be wondering, how do I manifest anything? How can I make things happen in my life? Well, this is where you need to hone in your third eye chakra and start to balance it. Because if your third eye chakra is unbalanced, you're gonna be you ain't gonna have no self-confidence. You ain't gonna have no self-awareness. The things happening around you, you're not gonna be aware of them. So, because when I wasn't aware of the things that was happening around me, I always wondered the situations that I was in. How did I get there? And then I always have to backtrack in my past and be like, oh, these decisions, these choices got me here. So now if I want to change my decision and my choices, I got to change the way I see the things that I do in my present. My awareness has to change. My environment has to change. And how do I change those things? By first being aware of these things. And you can't be aware of these things if your third eye chakra is not activated, balancing and in circadian rhythm with your body and the world. Because we are all connected to the earth. We're all connected to the universe. So if God created you and you on this earth listening to my voice, you are connected to everything, whether you want to be or not. So you might as well get this thing in order, right? Simply, how do I get my third eye chakra balance? Simply, you can journal. Journaling, when people start journaling their days, journaling their dreams, is giving them a image in their brain so they can be able to move forward. So say like I want to build a business. What business do I want to build? I want to build a nutrition business, and I want to foster to the people, help the people that really that goes to the gym and just goes to the gym. They never lose weight. They never gain weight. They never get muscle. I want to foster those people so they can be. I want to cater to those people so they can be able to hit those. So they can become the person they want to become. So they can lose the weight they want to lose. But how do I how do I picture that? Well, if I write it down, okay, boom, write it down. What's the name of my business gonna be? Image Nutrition. What people I want to help? I want to help the people that don't get help. I want to help the people that never worked out. I want to help the people to learn their nutritional bodies so they can be able to change their bodies. You write it down. And then now you can visualize and imagine what you can do in your future. It's that simple. Just balancing your chakras is really simple. It just takes a thought and a decision. And once you decide on, okay, I will get better, I am going to get better, then that's when you activate these chakras. And when you activate these chakras, you got to go back to the first episode. Root chakra. Activate your root chakra, rise it up. Then activate your chakra, rise it up. Your solar chakra, rise it up. And then your heart chakra, rise it up. And then your throat chakra, rise it up. And then your third eye chakra, rise it up. And then your crown chakra, which is coming in the next episode. So this third eye can, if it's unbalanced, it can lead to distress, meaning you're going to stress about everything. You're going to worry about things that's probably never happened. You're going to have increased anxiety. Your heart is going to, your hands going to get sweaty. As soon as you get in somewhere that you're trying to talk, you ain't going to be able to speak, articulate words that you need to articulate. It's your third eye chakra. Feeling stuck, feeling anxiety, feeling fear, difficult with visualization, like I can't see things clearly, like I can't imagine me building a business in the future. These are signs that your third eye chakra is closed. And how to open it, balancing it, you just got to sit with yourself. Focus on the light. And then the emotions is going to come. And when those emotions come to you, you sort them out properly. But you should already have these emotions already in check, because that's what we do in the sacral chakra. But in this chakra, you start to manifest and materialize the image of who you want to become. This is what all this is for. How to build a new you in the future. Well, we got to start with our past. Got to move to our present so we can build our future in our present. So we can build our minds in our present. So when we go to our future, we can be able to live the life we want to live and not be in a situation or in a distress situation or in a distress relationship or in a distress or somewhere that you feeling unhappy. I'm gonna let that soak in. Somewhere where you feeling miserable. Some people just by themselves feeling miserable. Some people in a crowd of people feeling miserable. Well, this is how you get from being miserable to being joyful 24/7 all the time. You know, because you got to see that your future is right there. It's a decision away. It's a you deciding to do something that you don't want to do. And that's sit here, relax, and focus on the things that hindered you, the things that is going to escalate you to the forward, and then write them down. If you don't write them down, how you going to know when you going to want to do them? If you don't write it down and you say, I forgot, and now you got to write it down, you can always go back to it, you know? But in this chakra, it's very dangerous because most people that gets into this chakra, they didn't do the other chakra balances. So they have ailments, problems with their brain. So be careful. Disclaimer, be careful with this chakra. And do not start on this chakra if you haven't listened to the last videos. Go check on the last videos. Go see about the chakras. Start at the root chakra and come up. Thanks for tuning in. This is King Image, spits knowledge and wisdom. I'm King Image. And thanks, family, fans, and friends. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and share this to someone that needs it. Peace.